plasticnews.com. All the latest from Hollywood, toys, gaming, comics, and anything pop culture. plasticnews.com. Don't forget the IQ. plasticnews.com.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Starlight Digest, a podcast bringing line talk and digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is episode 337. I was almost, it wasn't 337. It's almost like 667 or 67, right? 33.
Don't start with that stupid shit.
337. All right. Anyway. It's December 10th, 2025. I'm your host, Darth Butcher. I got Scott Solo here.
What's up, nerds?
We got Joey here.
That sounded like a fart I just ripped right before we got on.
Whoa, dude.
Hello.
Wow. Hey. I know that there were some times in the chat that I saw for Ernie's gracious entrance, the grand entrance of Ernie, but we will see. But before we get into all the Star Wars stuff we have, and we got tons of Star Wars talk.
It's incredible.
Or just a hangout, or we just hang out and talk Star Wars. I think I like that too.
An hour and a half is just not enough for it all.
It really is, because it never ends, right? Before we get into it, before we call out everybody in the pit and we get into all our talk, we've got our Shadow Council to shout out, give them their proper dues, and Scott, don't forget those pit guys because they're in and they're hungry.
They are.
They need some Star Wars news and Star Wars food.
Needing some good shout outs right now. Hey, Joey, where's your microphone, dude? You sound like you're in a cave.
Do I for reals?
Yeah.
Well,
Did you get your microphone?
But
Oh, it's on your hat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
working.
well,
There it is.
It's working. There we go. All right, cool. Hey, welcome back. Because of these fine folk right here, Joey has a microphone that's on his hat. So you didn't pay for the hat, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they
So, did they? I didn't get that
The
memo.
hat.
I don't make that kind of money to buy a $50 hat.
It's Angel, so yeah, I probably bought it for him.
Oh, okay. So a special shout out to our Shadow Council. That's right. It's AJ from the Forbidden Panel, who I just saw is actually in our chat tonight. So what's up, AJ?
Nice.
What's going on, man? And then we've got Blitz Transmissions, Brian C. Cassidy. He's in the chat too, but I'll get to that in just a minute. Cassidy, Mighty Cube Squadron guy. Then we've got Cliff, Commander Bly, Commander Cook, Crystal E, Don the Dad Dorn, Eric Grubb, Flavy Davy, Gavin Connor from the Holy Hour All Cure podcast, Hal Runner Base, James Morrow, Joseph Bailey, Chris K, and Luke O'Brien. Then we've got Meeks. We've got Mervine Bolanos, Matt Logic, Mufftack is back, Nicholas Schaefer, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rhino is the 22, Rhino Hobbies, Stu John Jedi, Troy Dodson. If you want to join up with our Patreon crew and get me to say your name in a stupid way, just sign up and go to patreon.com/Sarlacc Digest Podcast and donate a couple of bucks, or scan that QR code right there. I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see me because I got a graphic up.
They need better.
donate a
They need
couple
better
of dollars.
perks. They need better perks.
I know, right? Me saying the name stupidly. Yeah, that's not good. Hey, if any of you went to the SoCal Joe show, just so you know, Flavy Davy, who is a member of our Shadow Council, he actually hand paints every single one of those exclusive action figures. I think it was at October Guard this time around. So special shout out to that talented mofo. He's really good. So yeah, and then on top of all those fine fellers and ladies that are in there, we've also got fillets. Is that a thing? I think that's
move
more
along.
like a
Move along. Move
What
along.
we gotta get you a mirror. That way you can read everyone's name.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I was keep thinking that magic mirror. Tell me today, did the Shadow Council have fun at play? All right, we've got Stu John Jedi. George Lucas said, "What? Oh my God!" We've got Ray
faster, more
Stanley.
intense.
That's about all he does. Yeah, Ray Stanley's in there. Then we've got Commander Bly, who is the power of the third first, and then we've got the Stone Mandalorian. What's up, buddy? Then we've got Don the Dad Dorn. It's weird now that we've got like the screen names up there. I'm like, who the hell is Don Dorn 1773?
How do we fix that? How do we go back to the other thing?
He's older than most, but he's not that old. He's not. He wasn't born in 1773.
That's what we say about you.
And then we've got
sounds like a
12
Tinder
Hunter
name.
in there. It's my father-in-law, man. We don't want to know. Oh, we got 212 Hunter. He's going to bed. Have a good night's sleep, man. I hope we catch you on the replay. We got Gordon Skulls.
Gordon.
What is up, Gordon? We've got It's Just Joe. Somehow or another, he's places at once. We've got Basil G, Rhino Hobbies. Let me see. We got this idiot right here. Saying people's names stupidly. We got Runner Banks in there. What's up, Hal Runner? Meeks, what's up, Meeks? Meeks is like the equivalent of having an entire cheer squad.
Oh, Meeks is yeah.
Is like that dude is just incredible. So what's up, Meeks? We've got. I'm not even gonna. Oh, it's Michael Calupo. There we go. I was like, Gavin Connor, what's up, buddy? This dude just put out a great episode of the Holy Hour podcast this week. It was rating The Cure's greatest singles. It was a great episode. Got Hellrunner Base, got Basil G, got Commander Black, got Rhino Hobbies. I'm just going to say your names again. I'm scrolling. We got Cassidy in the house. This is Mr. Cube Squadron himself.
Yes.
Follow his stuff. It is incredible. We've got the mighty Dr. Brantley in there. He is a doctor of all things nerdy. Is he a real doctor? I don't know. But he's a doctor of nerdy stuff. I mean, is he like a psychiatrist or is he like a...
I talked to him.
He's a gynecologist. I know.
He likes Temple of Doom.
His
Indiana Jones' favorite one is Temple of Doom, and that's
then that works for me.
Exactly. Credentials.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got Nick in there. What's up, Nicholas Hollows? And let's see. Scrolling down. Here's AJ from the Forbidden Panel. He's in there. We got Mando Mike going on. He's working at the Spearmint Rhino in Rialto.
It's another Holdo thing.
Oh, it's a Holdo thing.
Shake the Holdo. I shake this.
We got Commander Bly. Commander Bly with a $1.99 super chat to drop dimes on Cube Squad.
Yeah, I have information. I can't do it. Cassidy's in there.
It.
I can't say
he
it.
is. He's going to wait until Cassidy leaves. It's going to give Cassidy the incentive to stay
the whole time.
We've got James Morrow in there. He is in the house all the way from glorious Las Vegas. We got Matt Logic 44 in there. We've got Smog 17.
Yes.
Can't stay for tonight's show, but
hey, man.
I don't recognize the avatar though, so I don't know. Is he a new guy? I don't know.
No, he's been in here before.
No. Okay, cool.
Change the avatar though,
because all these damn names are different. Rick Jones is in the house. My God, it just keeps going. We got Blitz Transmissions in the house, and not that guy. Not that guy. Commander Bly here already got shout out, but this person hasn't. What's up, Bolts? Welcome aboard tonight. Oh my
awesome,
God.
guys. Yeah, I mean that took up half the show calling out the pit. I love it.
Keep it nerdy, everybody.
Oh man. I noticed that the trivia questions at the beginning, that second one about the Gungan Council. A lot of people, they were like, I had to sit there. I'm like, okay, Boss Nasty surrounded by I think it was 2, so 5. I got it right. I know a lot of people didn't. Yeah, so I'm,
Oh, he is gatekeeping again. That's why we call him Darth Gatekeeper in the personal
it's
chat.
Not, it's overconfidence is my weakness, right? Nobody could beat me in trivia. Nobody. Besides your wife, Julie. Besides Julie, she could.
Right. Yeah. You and I don't think we faced off in Star Wars trivia before, have we?
No. I think I actually, when we did our trivia, I think it was I think we tied or something. I think it was like a 3-way tie between you, me, and Chris or something. Yeah. But
not Joey. He got like one right. It was.
Yeah.
Do you even Star Wars, bro?
Yeah, just Darth Vader.
And it was a Darth Vader versus Godzilla question. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, and I got it right.
Yeah, smart. Decided to change his avatar to his dog because why not? Absolutely, dogs are better than cats. Doom. Okay.
So anyway, that was it for tonight's show.
Wow.
Put me back.
There you go. You're back.
All right, guys. A while ago, like maybe like last week or something, or 2 weeks or 2 shows ago, we were talking about.
Time ago, or
I know
week.
It's been so. I'm one with the trivia. The trivia is yeah, exactly. Hellrunner 9. I'm sorry, you distracted me. 9 days until the new Avatar. See, Scott, somebody does like Avatar.
Yeah, but it's Hellrunner.
Yeah, he does.
Hellrunner likes Resistance.
Everything.
I mean,
Hellrunner in the crickets.
Anyway, we got confirmation on something. I think on a solid date on the New Hope, going into the 50th anniversary into movie theaters. It is February. I got it right here. February 19th, 2027. So February 19th. Mark your calendars. I don't know if it's a 1 day or it's going to be in there for running for a while. It is confirmed that it is the despecialization, specialized edition. So hashtag no Jabba, hashtag, you know what I mean? Like, let's
Han
go.
shot only. Yeah.
Han shot only. I mean, I like that. I'm going to try my hardest. I hope it's goes for like a week or two, because 1 day it won't do it justice, I don't think we're getting the original cut from like 1977. I think it's going to be like VHX remastered. I don't think you can. So. I don't think you can. Because when from what I heard, from what I know, or from back in the day, the reason why they did the remastered. Whoa,
8/16
Ernie
8/16 tonight.
How you doing?
What's up, dude?
Direct from RossCon. It's Ernie the Fallen Fett. Where's the
Nice,
cheering?
nice.
I
we don't
mean-
have one of those.
I have it. Wait, no. No.
That's your intro music, right?
No. Can't find it.
Oh, okay, I'll get back to it in real fast. But Ray, this will be my last show with you guys tonight. I'm leaving for my cruise trip this weekend, but here with you guys now and no job. But you know what? Have a safe trip. We will see you when you get back. I hope it's not your last show forever with us.
Yeah, are you not coming back from that? Is it like a permanent vacation?
Where is
that's
this
pretty
cruise?
amazing. I know.
'Cause I want to go and not come back.
It's a one-way cruise.
Yeah. Anyway, have a safe trip, and yeah, we'll be here when you get back. So just real fast, I was talking about the official date of February. What did I say? February 19, 2027 of A New Hope. Mando Mike.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Rick Jones had 8:17. To be fair, Rick, you're probably at his stream and you probably came over and you probably to hurry it up.
No, actually, I did end a while ago, so he's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah. I know, dude. Wednesdays are tough, man. Wednesdays are chock full. So I think because they were the reason why they did the THX remaster is because the original was deteriorating as we speak.
Yeah,
so they were like, we need to preserve the film. I don't know if they how they could have transferred at that time back in 1995, 96 to digital to have a preserved copy, because they had to frame by frame remaster it. And I don't know if there is a 1977 version of A New Hope. You know what I mean? I just don't think so. That would be kind of cool to kind of like a time travel back into.
You don't think that's what they're going to show? I thought that is what they're going to show.
I think it's the remastered, not
May
the
I?
special edition.
May I?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, really? Okay. The report that I am reading right here says the original 1977 version of Star Wars, later subtitled A New Hope, is returning to theaters for a limited run starting February 19th.
Yeah.
So
but that was
according.
Go ahead.
That was the report I read, that it was the original pre A New Hope cut. So,
but that would be. I mean, you could take it.
Hope on it?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, if it says A New Hope, then it's a little. But
right.
Okay.
you could take that in two ways, right? Yeah, you could take it as unaltered original time travel piece from like 1977, or you could be like the version we all know is from the remasters is from like the original cut. It's just nice and sound.
New Hope.
It's just nicer because they digitally touched it all up. So then you have the 96 version, the special edition, 96, 97. That was like, we're getting into the 77, 96 territory, So we'll see. You know what? Either way, I'm for it. I don't care. I would love a time capsule kind of like, the Library of Congress.
I don't want touched up. I want original
OG
version.
Static.
I want white sabers. I want
Paper mache Vader helmet. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I
want
take
it all.
At this point. Why not? Right. I mean,
see, the DVD version I've got, because whenever they came out with the Blu-rays, they also came out on DVD. They also had it wasn't the Blu-ray. It was the regular DVD. So I got the 77 cut on DVD. Yeah. And that's the one I put in every time, warts and all, man. That's the way to go.
I had the VHS tapes growing up, and I actually it was funny. I had a copy of it wasn't because I don't believe they sold VHSs back in 1980. So a friend of my mom's, she worked, or a friend of a friend of a friend worked on Star Wars, and somewhere in San Francisco, we had a copy of Star Wars on VHS. So I don't know how, because I know at the time we weren't taping things from the
remember
VHS
back
stores.
in the day, VHSs costed like what, $70 to $80.
Oh yeah.
My first job was at a video store, and we would get the catalogs, and it was back around the time that the first Terminator, you could get a Terminator for I think it was $99 per cassette.
Yeah. Somehow an original copy returned.
I'd accept that somehow.
Yes, dude, John. Original copy was found somewhere in England. Yeah, because I remembered the article about the whole restoration of Star Wars because it's the timeless piece that's really getting lost due to just deterioration and time. So they were going in there, and that's what started like a whole restoration of other movies and films. And that's when George Lucas was like, okay, well, since we did Jurassic Park, I have the opportunity to go in there and digitally add things that I couldn't do in the original, back in the 70s and everything. So that's why we got.
And nobody had the ability to tell him stop.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's not that
it's 3 times, right, that he retouched it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think every time they released it, because it was like every time special edition was released, either an anniversary or just an up, or like they had the DVD version and the Blu-ray version and the everything else, whatever. I think there was something added to it, and then taken away the nose and the screen, and then like they changed Obi-Wan's
Jabba
great
and the
dragon
Boba.
call 3 times. Yeah, it's
correct.
And the last version of it was the McClunky. So the McClunky era
Disney,
was Disney era. Yeah,
that's Disney.
What was the point of that?
It was right before. It was right.
Oh,
before.
was it right before?
It's on Blu-ray. He released it on Blu-ray right before, and that's when the McClunky came.
Yeah,
I thought
Rick
that
Jones,
was Disney.
No, that was not Disney. Disney.
Blitz.
Disney. Technically, Disney. A part of their contract is they're not allowed to touch it. So that was part of the agreement. They're not allowed to touch the.
And that's what it's like. And that's what's like, okay, I for the 50th anniversary, it's whose decision is it now? Is it George's or is it Disney's, or what is it to release the original version of it?
I'm sure it's Disney's, but they might have gone to him and said, you know what, we've got the 50th here. Maybe we can make a special deal. Will you let us do it? I could see them going to him and saying something like that. But I would like to be in a fly on the wall and figure out, exactly how they went through that channel to get it okayed.
Yeah, because I mean, I think Lucas at this point was just like, just do whatever. I don't care. I mean, It is a masterpiece in its own right. You know what I mean? And he knows how volatile the special editions were. Those editions were. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. And I think it'd be a great, like I said, I didn't see A New Hope in movie theaters. I was 1 year old. So it's like you know what I mean. Empire was my first that I can remember. Only like bits and pieces of it, though. That's it. Just Yoda scaring me, Love and Hoth, and that I don't remember until a little later in life, So we've seen the special editions, we've seen everything else in the theaters, but this would be a great time to go back and see it and its original content. Be safe, Blitz. We'll see you, man.
It was cool because it's definitely Empire in theaters. I heard about Star Wars here, which is why I've always loved that poster and the shirt of the Ranchero on 7th Street. That one's awesome.
Yeah.
What's his name did that one.
Yeah.
But then it was Channel 2 for me after the theaters. Because then Channel 2 would show it. And that's also a special love of Christmas as well, too, because it seems that this time was when you got the old CBS spinning logo and you were away from all the family.
Yeah.
Hustle and bustle. You laid on your mom and dad's bed and watched Star Wars. Because it was on Channel 2, and yeah. It's still to this day. If it's on the TV, I will watch it.
Star Wars is the first movie I remember seeing in a theater, and I was 3. I think it was the first movie I was ever taken to, and then I remember going back and seeing A New Hope after it was re-released, and to be young again.
So, what do you think, you guys? If it, like I said, more details to follow if it's a 1-day event or if it's like a week, whatever. But we absolutely should do a meetup because we're meeting up that year anyway at Celebration in a couple months right after that. So February, the release for this is February. Now everybody should be saying, why not May 20s? What was it? May 24th or 20? Something like that.
Because
Starfighter comes out a month after that. And a month after that, you have Celebration. So I don't know how they're going to...
year of Star Wars.
Yeah. So the marketing behind it, again, you got a new Star Wars IP. We have the 50th anniversary. And then you have... No, I'm sorry. Starfighter is after Celebration. So you have the 50th anniversary, New Hope. Then you have Star Wars Celebration in April. And then in May, you have Starfighter. So I guess they didn't want... why run 2 Star Wars movies in the movie theater? Not like we wouldn't go see both. I mean, but the majority,
the double feature,
the Muggles, right? The Muggles.
Yeah.
Nobody here, everybody here is going to go watch it 100 times.
That's right.
So some sort of meetup has to take place. Something. in
Ernie,
a
do you
neutral
still have your
location.
contact at the? Do you still have your contact at the movie theater?
No,
Yeah, I think she's gone.
no, but it's a thing now, though.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is.
I just got to go talk to the right person. It is a thing now to rent out the theater. So I'm sure we could still do it. It's just no more of the hookup of guaranteeing us
Right.
and that price. So, I mean, that we were able to get first run. I don't know how this works now of doing that.
Yeah,
but we should definitely see about it. I think there's enough people here.
Oh yeah, you know what? We said that a long time when we did it for Rogue One and all those other movies. I mean, it's like all this other. I can't name the names of them. But yeah, I think we have enough support with that, and it's an event, man. It's 2027 is a Star Wars event the entire year. It's 50th anniversary, man. It's like, come on. So checking up with
Meeks
the chat here a little bit.
Count him in.
Yeah. I mean, we got the SKN network guys. I'm sure anybody locally, Rhino Hobbies. I think there's other people that are local. If they're not, even like James Morrow's in Vegas, right? I'm doxing everybody. So I'm
like, dang, Moocher's having everybody drive out here.
Yeah, I'm like, don't you
right,
live behind the Walmart in the? Yeah, so
we got Gordon. I mean, we can get Gordon out. I'll just go grab Gordon at
Bounty
Target.
B&B. I mean, we got enough, dude, and it'll be a fun event. Yeah, definitely dinner and a movie. Dinner and a movie. It's a date, Meeks. You got it, man. Oh, Ray, yeah, you'll be back on your cruise by then, I hope. And yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Hey, look at Cassidy would fly out for that.
Oh hell yeah!
Dang.
Right on.
Start looking now because it's happening. So.
Bounty Hunter B&B and her crew will be there.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's a big crew that we'll have for celebration too. So what's up, Art Henderson? What's going down?
I'll start asking now and see if we can make a connection.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, see if it's like Ontario, something a big, or something.
Okay.
Matt Logic, Matt Logic's local. If there's one movie we need to see together, it's this one, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll make it really cool, man. And for all the stuff that we do trivia, we do giveaways, we make it an event about it. It's not just show up and just because we have assigned seats, we get there hours early and we have fun. We hang out in the parking lot. It's great to go back to that time, and we actually have something to look forward to. I mean, we're gonna do it with Mando Grogu here, and in a couple months. So we're just older now, so it might not be at 6 a.m. It might be like 3 or 4. Hit up Denny's.
Meet at Denny's. Have some
hit up Denny's for 3-4 hours and then go. But
dude, that was the best. That was the best time ever.
Yes, it was.
Even though it was cold as hell, it was still.
Dude. I 31 degrees, and it was so cool. Yeah, Star Wars tailgate.
Great day.
Brought us Del Taco burritos and.
Yeah.
It is, and that's where our term comes from, Stu John. For those of you who are new to the Sarlacc and like that, is we dubbed it Line Talk. I mean, that's how we all met, was waiting in line for old Star Wars. There was no assigned seating or anything.
Yeah, little there's Sarlacc trivia for you, right? Like we did Line Talk.
Yeah, we did it forever, and then we got together and started this thing, and then I had to hook up, and we would have whole movie theaters. And then, like he's saying, we're not kidding. So we would all line up early, and then we made an event out of it. And we would have trivia and games and wonder. And then we got spoiled with Rogue One. Some people were seeing the pictures of Vader. Some were. And then there's chatter in the line. And then it was like, do you want to know or not? No. And then you have other people, yes.
Waiting all that time in line just to go to the theater, and there's already 4 people in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. Well, speaking of the whole spoilers and not wanting to know and everything, if you guys are, if you have paying attention to around the internets and stuff like that, there's a couple YouTube channels out there who claim that the Mando Grogu movie script has leaked. So again, beware, cautious. Take caution if you want spoiler free. We only talk about things that are published here. If it's shown it's talked about in an article, or if it's shown in a trailer, all that stuff. But behind the scenes, I'm like, Joey's all in. He will read every script.
I read the script already, and it's not the right script that's out there. So.
Yes.
I call
Yeah. Mando, Mike, I want to meet the pit and have everyone say Mando is a taken person. Yeah. You're not like in person. He's such a different guy. in person.
He is.
He is such a
quiet,
sweetheart.
nice. He brings everybody flowers.
I
So-
have old photos of him too. We could blackmail him with them.
But yeah, so beware. There are people claiming that the script is leaked, and they're throwing out details without anybody asking and stuff like that. So again, it's we'll see.
Hey, Obi-Wan Chigones is in there. What's up,
Yay, Obi-Wan Chigones. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Damn it, man. Oh, damn it.
Hands off.
Hands off.
That's a cool origin story on how y'all met. Yeah, it's this.
There's even more.
Yeah, because Chris and I think I've said this before. Like Chris and myself and a group of us always did midnight shows. Always like Superman, DC, whatever it was, but especially Star Wars. And we would do 16 hours online, no matter where we go, and we do our stuff. So we had a big group. And then at Force Awakens, Ernie and Joey and another guy, Mike, they had a group, and we had 96 people with us. You're muted, Scott. Oh, okay. We had 96 people for us. So, but we were like, they're just kids, and they'll go take the back. Don't worry about that. So it was like two groups meeting in line at Star Wars, and Ernie and Joey and them, especially Ernie, had the podcast. They were already going on with like Toy Migos and everything. Or Ernie was, and I was just like, I don't know what a podcast is at all. I have no clue. I don't know. Thank you. So, but at what was it, Last Jedi, right before that, or right after Solo, or something like that, we decided to, we kept in contact, and we decided to make a podcast.
Force Awakens.
Yeah. So we kept in contact, but it's a cool, like, two groups of Star Wars fans meeting at a Star Wars line at midnight premiere, and just creating this. So
it was simply meant to be.
It was, and here we are, 337 episodes later. So
the greatest part is how pissed off me and Joey would get at Mooch and Chris.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, Joey's like, I'm showing up at 1 a.m. next time. I'm all, maybe we should just stay the night at 8. Because Chris was a coach, so he showed up with all these kids, and oh god, yes, I get so pissed off because even though we were behind these guys, all of a sudden, right before it's time to go in, there's 90 people in front of you.
At once.
But the best feeling still to this day was making Chris shut up when he was like, we started talking mess back and forth because you guys had everybody there. And then he was like, bro, I'm a true fan. I do this all the time. I bought all these tickets. There's no way you're going to top me. And I just let him keep talking. And then he was like, look, I have it right here. And I'm like, yeah, you sure about that, boss? Now we have a crowd around us. And I'm like, you want to recheck your tickets? Because mine was the 1 through 4 for us. And he's like, yeah, look, here you go. And I said, check the number of your tickets, true fan. And it started at 5, and I had the number 1 ticket. Yeah. And everybody was just like, was all, oh. And I was like, yeah, you go ahead and keep calling yourself that guy.
Yeah, but who was first in line? I mean, that's the,
whatever.
I was, the reason why we're so early on those things, because when Phantom Menace came out, when tickets went on sale, and I didn't get the chance to go to the midnight show. It was sold out. I had to go to the 2:00 one and 2 a.m. one, because the line was wrapped around the theater twice just to buy tickets 3 months in advance. And I was like, oh, this is bigger than everything, right? So that's why we made it a point to be like, early, cold, I don't care. So, but it's Obi-Wan Chigones. I heard Plagueis comes back to this new movie according to the leaked script. I'm kidding. I mean, somehow, right?
Well, according to the script I read,
Grogu's not even in it, is he?
What's a Grogu?
But anyway, I just want to warn everybody that, again, as we get closer, of course, you're going to see these things happen. I don't know how people get script leaks at this day and age with the security and stuff and all, just everything. So don't trust it. I know that we've gotten things in the past, and they've 90% doesn't come true, and it's like lucky guesses on a couple more. So
I wanted to share something with Cassidy real quick. Cassidy was asking what the closest version to the 77 version that you can find right now. And I think Rhino Hobbies mentioned it too, that you can stop messing with the microphone. You can actually find the original 77 cut on the special edition version that was released at Best Buy. So you can get it's a special edition, and disc 2 is the 77 cuts. It's all the original trilogy. The original cuts of those are the second discs
Widescreen
on
limited.
this.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It came in a
correct.
tin can, so you've got to look for that tin can, and that's the one you're looking for. So
I have them
There
on
you go.
VHS, but who has a VHS player anymore?
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's hard to do. I should get them dubbed. I should get them all dubbed to
When you're looking to say you showed up at a yard sale or you're going to order one, it cannot say special edition on it.
Right.
Because that's not it. It's
Right. It's
literally
remastered or THX, and
It's a
That's
literally
pretty
a
much where you'll
two.
find it, too.
Yeah,
You'll
it's a
find it at
2
yard sale.
DVD set.
Yeah.
That's what you have to look
And it's-
for.
and it's only available in that tin can. So there you go.
Chris K becoming a YouTube member. Thank you so
Thanks,
much. We
man.
appreciate it. Awesome, and welcome in the show. James Moore will have the original version on the old VCD. format.
VCD, nice.
I have several copies and VHS copies, even on Phantom Menace, because again, when it first came out,
Yeah.
it came out on VHS, right?
With the film slide and all.
yeah,
that
yeah,
good
and the
stuff.
film
Yeah,
slide
cool.
that I got is the Duel of Fates. It's one of the Duel of Fates.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You had that cool book with the artwork in it too. The
The
art of
Doug
Doug
Chiang
Chiang.
artwork. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. I
so
love
nice.
those things, man. The tangible media, it's like
We really miss out on a lot of that nowadays. I mean, you're lucky that some places like Walmart will get the tin can sets and all that, the steel books as they call them. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Glupo, but it's a terrible transfer of the Laserdisc version.
But it exists.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you
And
want
that
to see
might
it.
be the version we see in the theaters, right? That's we're preparing ourselves for it.
It's supposed to be upscaled, so yeah, I don't know what that means. So
Yeah, Rhino Hobbies, $102 is a small price to pay for the real deal. Yeah, maybe
you got that right, man.
Cassie
right
says,
now
thank
it's
you for that
97
info. Yeah.
Yeah. It's right now it's $97 with a coupon code on eBay. So there you go. Basically free.
Yeah, Ray, whoever's linking the movie, leaking the movie script online is a buddy. Yeah,
Or Buck Chin.
hint, who's doing it? There's this thing, and again, it's one person. I actually saw a couple people claiming, and it's all claiming. I've read the script, and it's like surprise, but again, they do that for clickbait, and then when you listen to it, it's just like you didn't tell us anything but speculation. Just like we do here. We take things and we kind of like, this might happen, and this would be cool if it did happen. And the story direction is going, since we know this and that, we can kind of put some things together, but not all the beats and all that stuff, right? So but yeah, again, I just start seeing that again. We haven't seen that in a long time. Leak script. So,
But wasn't people doing that though during the sequels? Like right before they came out, about a month or so before they came out, it's like half the script they were leaking was true.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was like,
I was about to say, to be fair, we haven't had Star Wars in the theater since the sequel trilogy.
True.
So 2019. Yeah. So
well, I remember the solo script leak, and we were podcasting on it, and like I said, everything sounded cool what the leak was, but I don't think 90% of it came true. It ended up being like a fan submission or something,
Yeah.
Fans.
Fans are the worst.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, but in our Discord, there were some discussions going back about the Yuuzhan Vong and a version of Star Wars of like the team up of the two factions versus the alien race and stuff like this, right? Like True said Baccarat, I said Yuuzhan Vong, stuff like that, right? And it got me thinking, again, this is just theory crafting mode, and I just want to put it out there, see what you guys think about this. In Ahsoka season 2, right? This is my kind of envisioning. I'm thinking that after the Mando Grogu movie, we have Ahsoka season 2, and taking that concept of a threat to the actual like everything, but not necessarily a team up, but like Thrawn comes in and kind of accidentally unleashes a new wave of Night Sisters and just like dark side, and they kind of like take over. Where the fact is, the New Republic this is theory crafting. New Republic has to step in, but at the same time, it's forcing the Shadow Council to come out of hiding, and Thrawn to come out of hiding with this new threat. The Knights is like involuntarily it releases the Night Sisters upon the galaxy, like a resurgence of it. And I think that would be actually pretty plausible. It could, from again leaked what was it, like concept art that's out there, and I think is, again, grain of salt with everything, but I think that would be kind of cool. And it can work in this in between setting. You could still do this because you have to get rid of the Shadow Council and all these things. I mean, unless they go off and become the First Order. This would be a cool way of bringing in a third-party threat to Star Wars to test it out. Because honestly, I don't think it's going to happen in the post sequel era. You know what I mean? Like Yuzon Vong or the Grisk or something like that. I think the Night Sister would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that as far as theory crafting wise? Again, I have going by nothing. It's just something that I thought about because of discussions in our Discord.
I mean, I want to see live action Night Sisters battling, going to battle.
Yeah.
But they were so handily wiped out by, Count Dooku's forces before. I almost feel like we didn't see that before, but we've I don't know, man. I don't know.
We saw them get wiped out on Dathomir by
yeah.
Dooku and Grievous and everything, right? But the whole thing about Peridia and why the Night Sisters were there and what they were bringing in, the thing about the Night Sisters and Asajj Ventress proves it. They could be in this pool of life where they can resurrect a good vast army just to kind of like ulterior motives of those 3 Night Sisters that Balin has, right? Or Thrawn. Thrawn has to come back and he has the Shadow Council. He wants to reignite the remnants of the Empire. But the Night Sisters, to me, an ulterior motive would be awesome. I don't think they would team up with the Empire. And I think that would be a cool... It's not going to be a lasting. It could be like a plot point through the entire Ahsoka season 2 where it's all like this big battle takes place, right? I think that would be awesome because I don't see just a Imperial remnants versus the New Republic as this huge galactic battle is that they're promising Akbar versus Thrawn, which we'll get, but I don't think it's going to be isolated to those 2 factions. I think something else is going to take place in order for them to just repeat it again in the sequels, And so I kind of like getting into this mode of like, well, unleashing the Night Sister and like, again, but the life pools and everything, I think that would be cool. That would be really cool to see the Night Sisters take off and be like, this is our last chance to come back and do whatever, and this one with a vengeance.
I'm thinking about Savage Press and the fact that they were able to take a normal Zabrak male, use the Night Sister witch magic on them, to turn him into that hulking monster that we found, right?
Yeah.
What if the Night Sisters that we have did some sort of manipulation on beings from Peridia, and that's what we've got inside those caskets? Like whenever they open up the caskets, it's not necessarily Night Sisters, but what if it's the equivalent of the Yuzon Vong or something like that?
I'm down.
Like some beastly monsters,
Yeah. I'm down with that. This is where my head went right here. James was exactly. Night Sisters may already be plotting behind Thrawn's back in Ahsoka, because again, it's like they're there. Thrawn came to them. It wasn't like they pulled him in to leave Peridia or whatever it was, but they're helping Thrawn so much to get back to our galaxy and all the things. And in Star Wars, you don't trust anybody. This, so Thrawn's definitely using them, and they can definitely be using him to get back to Dathomir, which at the end they do. They go back to Dathomir. So again, it's just cool open plots and some cool some cool theory crafting there. Nice Sister Tracy I dated in high school. Rando Mike.
Goth chick,
Yeah.
I like that idea though. I like the idea of the Night Sisters being even a greater threat to the galaxy than they were in the original era, in the Clone Wars era.
Yeah. And then this again, the conflict, right? The complicated story plots. Chris K says, I'm sure Thrawn would be expecting a double cross. 100%. He's the type of dude that has all angles covered, right? Like, I'm going to do all these things and knowing, like, keep your, friends closer, enemies closer kind of deal. And he'll be ready for it. Not saying that he's going to get they're not going to get over on him. But then you have the complications of Akbar and the New Republic, because in the celebration they teased the Akbar versus Thrawn, kind of like the biggest battle that they can afford on television is happening in Ahsoka season 2. And I'm like, so cool. Amazing. And so how do you top that versus just a space battle? You put in, like I said, a threat that got out of hand. And I'm like, well, who could do that? Well, the Night Sisters, obviously, because they went with him. They're there with him. They're on that, and whatever they were carrying in those, those crates. So interesting stuff. I can't wait for next year. I can, because I don't want to wish my life away. But you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's like this next year, in as far as content wise, I think we're going to get some very, very cool Star Wars.
Yeah. Did you see the news that the what is her name? The Mother Clothau, who was played by Claudia Black, is leading the Ahsoka series.
Well, she's yeah.
There was
because there was no
sources.
pay. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, the pay wasn't enough, so she chose to leave. She wasn't fired by Disney. She decided to step away because the pay,
they weren't going to pay her. And I'm like, well, that was another a clickbait thing that I saw. It had Mickelson with as Thrawn on the cover, says actor will not return to Ahsoka season 2. And and so I was just like, oh, come on, we would have heard something like that. That's not that. And then it turns out it's the one who played one of the
main Night Sister mother.
Just put someone else in makeup and right. I mean, at this point, I don't know. So I'm glad it wasn't Mickelson, but
right. Well, Claudia Black looks absolutely nothing like that character she plays.
They probably told her to kick rocks because of that. We got makeup here to put anybody in there.
I mean, I'll share a picture of the two of them side by side so you can see really quick that she looks nothing like her character. So they could literally put anybody in that.
Which
makeup.
One would Mando Mike date? I'm thinking the
one
Night
on the left.
Yeah,
the one on the left. Yeah, definitely.
The one on the red, yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the pulse is the one that Mando Mike did. The one with the pulse. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, she's the one. So if you saw something like that floating around about actor will not return or fired or whatever, she's the one that is not returning to Ahsoka season 2. So,
and it was her choice. She was not fired by Disney. So now we can talk about the fact that she didn't feel like she was getting paid enough by Disney, and I mean that also might come back to the fact that streaming services are kind of dying. Well, specifically this one.
Yeah, that or because she said, according to her, the actress, she read the script for season 2 and decided she wanted more money. So obviously that role is expanded in season 2.
Both are breathing. It's a toss up.
You know what I mean? So so that again, that's where it's like all these things. Like, all right, cool. At least we got confirmation of more Night Sisters. I'm cool with that, Yeah. But more screen time, more script. I mean, they didn't pay her. So, let's Mando, Mike, Joey. That First Order TIE fighter looks menacing behind you. Love it. Yeah.
Mike, you're menacing.
Yeah, menacing.
And he's right behind you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Stu John, she probably got the job because of her name recognition for Farscape and Stargate 1. Yeah, I mean, it's all kinds of politics behind the scenes, right? We try to report on false and truth or poodoo stuff, right? But at the same time, I think we concentrate more on the actual Star Wars versus the behind the scenes. The recasting stuff always scares me because there's always a potential of anybody contract disputes or whatever it is. People want more money, it's not available, whatever. So that always scares me on when we get a star-studded cast and it's always like we can return for multiple seasons or a movie, but like they all got look at what happened, Balin. I mean, it's like,
I don't know. I'm still bothered by that, dude. I was about to say that with
Balin's recasting. I don't think
I did not like
with
that.
Jimmy Smits. Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah, again, and that was all scheduling conflict. It wasn't Jimmy Smith.
But they could have just let this character out, dude. I mean, they could have mentioned him by name. Probably, and stuff, they could have just left it out.
Yeah, but you also got to think though, at a moment like that in the history of the galaxy, Bail Organa, I feel like he had to be there. You know,
if you took him out, we would have never noticed. Because he's in, I think that's easier to say, right? Because it's like his role was there as a support role, and I loved it. In don't get me wrong, I loved him. I loved everything about just having like Bail Organa there. But it's the fact that if it was mentioned by name, I think we would have just been okay with it. I'm in that camp of don't recast, but unless you have to, honestly, like I said, in the matter of Balin Skull, like. I'd rather have that character in and recast. I'm all for that because it's it's unfortunate. But when it comes to like
drastic as Will Smith's mom on Fresh Prince, so it's
Wait, Jimmy Smith became what?
No,
Will Smith's mom.
I know,
like two totally different people.
Yeah. That's jarring. Well, what's it?
Because that was even mannerisms.
Yeah,
it was like a whole different character.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just rather Jimmy Smith. That's who I see as Bail Organa. I don't see.
Yeah, I do. I mean, we're used to that. Dude. It's one of those things. I mean, I don't think he's coming back for anything else. So yeah, Dr. Brantley also they relocated the production to London, so she would have to rent a place and figure out what to do with her kids. Season 1 was done here in Los Angeles. I mean, and again. The notion of like she read it was the conflict after she read the script, so it wasn't just they come back and do your role. It was like a bigger role. Well, she had a big role in the first one, so again, back in politics and Ray Stanley says Ray Stevenson played amazing bad guy in Star Wars, but it would be hard to find someone to replace his role. Where they have him, what's his name? That
the Hound from the Game of Thrones. Rory, isn't it Rory something or other?
Yeah, Rory something. If you watch Game of Thrones, he plays the Hound. He's playing, and there is a side-by-side comparison of the two. So I think you're going to get a different performance there, but I think we all have to kind of like put our heads around it that's Balin Skull, right?
You have to watch his language.
yeah. He's probably a really nice guy in person, Stu John recasting him was a better choice than ignoring Bail Organa, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, again, you and Scott have that where ignoring Bail and recasting him for that role because, again, it was just scheduling conflict.
I don't know why this is not working. There we go.
There he is. So McCann. Yeah, there's our new Balin Skull. I mean, like, we're gonna have to like.
I could see it.
Buy into it. We're gonna have to try to help it and buy into it,
Hey, but if time passes, he could get that scraggly,
Yes, that's one way to do it, right? You do a little bit of a time jump and you're okay. Longer hair and a little more weathered,
bushier beard. Yeah.
Jimmy Smith and Benjamin Bratt look nothing alike. That's the thing. To me, they didn't look nothing alike. So
they're both handsome fellas.
They're both handsome vatos.
Handsome vatos. I think it was pretty essential myself, Basil G. Mando, James. Hold on, I have open relationship. Yeah. You could do whatever you want to stay away from Star Wars. With AI, I wonder how much longer will that be a problem, whether we like it or not. I mean, look, if Rogue One proved anything, and the new Indiana Jones, again, what I got out of the new Indiana Jones is it's possible they can de-age somebody using the actor at now, de-age it to the point where that opening scene on the new Indiana Jones movie, I was like, what are we doing? Like, what happened? This is so good. And it's so believable. And so I think that's the whole conflict in Hollywood right now is the AI thing, meaning like, we're gonna create origin stories and we don't need you for these points, and the actor's like, but it's me. Like, it's me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, do it, just pay them. Just make sure people are paid for it. It's your likeness, right? So
yeah. And what really sucks is we all know Harrison Ford would be for it. great.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Harrison's like, as long as I don't have to do anything
Yeah,
in
exactly.
it, you can do whatever you want, you know.
Harrison, how do you feel about Indiana 6?
I don't
What?
care.
Yeah.
I
did.
So we're going to use a lot of AI. Do I have to do anything?
Yeah.
Like, no. Have at it.
There we go. Yeah, license their likeness. Exactly.
Yeah. And what you do when you sign on to a George Lucas or a Lucasfilm project, you sign away your likeness. I mean, Carrie Fisher in her book had that thing about that whole point about signing away your likeness, and she really didn't understand what it was until she saw action figures like of her and dolls and everything. She was like, okay, I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do, and yeah. But is he that tall though, man? I guess, let's see. AI made an action figure. Yeah, AI made an action figure. Anything is possible. 100%.
Yeah. Mando Mike's been posting photos of himself as action figures.
I saw. Yeah. Dr. Bradley, Stranger Things did a pretty good job de-aging at the beginning of the season. That and the It movies. You know, when they way back.
Who did they de-age? Who did they de-age?
I think they did. Will.
Oh, it was Will.
Yeah, the opening.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah,
that was okay. Will. So they used some of the old footage. They used him now, and then after they had to look at the old footage, use some of that. They used him, and then they brought on the kid to use like the structure type of thing. Mm-hmm. It was almost the whole Grand Moff Tarkin thing again.
Yes.
Yeah.
The levels and how they did that.
That's more believable.
That's how they did him. Yeah.
It's just the progress they've made in the last 9 years of, digitally adding faces and stuff like that's incredible. It's actually kind of terrifying what they can do now and actually get away with it, make it look so real,
Yeah. Like I said, when Rogue One came out and we were watching it and we saw when Tarkin, we saw the back of him, right? And we saw the reflection of Peter Cushing. I'm like, that's the line. Cool. They're not going to do anything past it. I was already like thrilled. And then he turned around. I was like, and okay, yes, you can tell, but at the same time, my suspension of disbelief was very on point. And I just saw Tarkin and his role. So I'm okay. Even like Luke Skywalker in Book of Fett. You know what I mean? It was like, it was a lot better than Mando season, the end of season 2 there. That Luke, the hallway Luke. It was pretty close, but the voice, I think the voice nailed it. When they refixed Vader's voice and they got Hamill's voice, almost spot on with everything. And that really made it more believable for me.
Even when they showed Leia at the end of Rogue One, I was like, dang.
Yeah, like I said, they had guts to do it. And I was like, man, so cool.
I remember we were sitting there and we all looked at each other because we all saw the reflection and it was like, oh, okay. Good job. That's nice. And then he turned around and talked, and all of us were just like,
yeah, I know.
What witchcraft is this?
Yeah. Now
it's crazy.
A whole movie of that. How would that sit? You know what I'm saying? Like a young Mark Hamill and say, for example, when we got word of Mando season 4, it's written. We just don't know if it's going to come to fruition, but the Skywalkers are intertwined in this whole story, So the scenes here and there, I think they can get away with, but a whole movie around it. For example, if there's a movie, say, of Leia and Luke training in that whole era of post Return of the Jedi, right? Like the scene in Rise of Skywalker. So you're forcing me to talk about the sequels, but if it was a whole movie around it, that would be the test. That would be like, obviously we know that's fake, but
they can't do it because they did it
going to show
Indiana Jones. So
I know, but a whole movie, not just like a scene in dark. Because to be fair, the Indiana Jones was in a train car and there's a lot of action, and it was like, but there's like moments in movies that you have that you're following characters and all kinds of intimate things and one-on-one personal dialogues and everything. So can it work long term, an hour and a half? Not in a whole movie.
Yeah,
that would be the test.
I think they got the technology for it now.
I think so too. I think they're working on it anyway. So
it's like what Cassidy right here says. I remember seeing Tron Legacy and thinking de-aging had a long way to go. The progress has been incredible. There's something about the characters' mouths. It's like they can't quite make the mouths work because everything from the forehead down is great. But you get to the mouth, and it loses. You get that
Clue
uncanny
was
valley
tough.
where something is.
Yeah, Clue was tough, and Flynn was tough at that intro to Legacy.
Yeah,
and I was like, even in the theaters, like I can't watch. I have to look away because it's not. I can't do it.
I applauded the balls to do that. Right, they had the guts to do that, and they, for the most part, it worked. Right, but it's so different now.
Yeah, I did. I had to take a sip of water. Hold on, guys. Just like I said, we don't like it, but we accept it. I mean, I have no choice sometimes, but why is there Rise of Skywalker? Exactly my point. Anyway, I see what happened. The
dead horse is back.
We got Rhino. I would not mind the use of AI if the movie was better for it. If it called for it, like I said, Rogue One. Take Tarkin out of Rogue One, right? Take him out, and you just have Krennic and doing his thing, and then just the notion of Tarkin, because of, to me, like the impact of Rogue One, what it is, I think it would be lost without Tarkin now. It enhanced the movie. It actually enhanced it. So, yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, there is a true test coming, and it'll be kind of Hollywood. It's going to be, I'll bring this back to Lord of the Rings when Search for Gollum comes back, parts 1 and 2, a very necessary movie, just like The Hobbit. I mean, look, Legolas, Aragorn, they're all in it, right? So they're going to have to be de-aged because they even Gandalf. I mean, Ian McKellen. It's like, can they do this? So there's a test there of a whole movie surrounded by these characters at a de-aging kind of thing. So
yeah. I mean,
get that dead horse out of there. Hobbit is amazing.
I'll see it.
They did it also too in that movie The Irishman with Robert De Niro.
They did, and that was great, dude. Yeah. Now, I guess the talk has to come about deceased actors de-aging, because a lot of these de-aging things were the actual actor, and they just kind of like replaced it with a younger version of it. So the mannerisms, everything that actor is known for translates. So Carrie Fisher, even a Mark Hamill, Tarkin, it was a complete different actor studying Peter Cushing's all his moves and trying to imitate him. Which
emulate,
I think it came off pretty. It came off pretty good. So
yeah. But then you're right. You've got to be cautious with that, because then the family came back from Peter Cushing and said that they did not grant.
Well, you got to do it legally, right?
Do that. Yeah. So watch yourself.
Yeah. TD3 Trooper checking in. What's up, my dude? Man.
Dude, John makes a point with his comment about the actors being DH that are old already. Right. Because when they de-aged De Niro in that movie, he looked young, but he was still it was. Especially during some of the fight scenes, you could tell it was like, okay, that's an old man fighting.
Yeah, Stu John. Yeah, it's another point. Oh, go ahead, Scott, and
I was gonna say it was the same with Mark Hamill though. Before they synthesized his voice, whenever you get you get an animated Luke, and it was Mark Hamill talking, but it's 60-year-old Mark Hamill talking in a young body. You hear the age in his voice, right? It doesn't quite work.
Yeah. There's one big solution here, and I've seen some of the chat here, is like move on from this era, so you don't have to de-age anything. It's get on to some new characters, new casting and stuff like that. I'm all for it. Like I said, let's go back in time. Let's go back in time, so we don't have to depend on that and create some new characters and some new stories and stuff, so we can kind of leave this in its place after this whole big build-up. After the build-up, after the Filoni movie and all that stuff.
Yeah, Nicholas Hollows. I'd rather they recast legacy characters, but it all comes down to casting the right actor. It's hard for me to see anyone other than Harrison Ford as Han, but I feel like others are easier. Maybe
Luke Skywalker, yes. Mark Hamill and what's his name? So the Winter Soldier guy.
Bucky. Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan would be it. In fact, Millie Bobby Brown plays there was like a comparison, a young Leia, a young Carrie Fisher, like young would work, but again, solution is to move on from this era. You know,
Yeah.
I think the Fallen Fett had to go real fast.
Did he?
Yeah. Sebastian Stan is already 43. He can't play a 20 something. Yeah, you're right, Stu John. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's if they haven't done it by now, then
Agreed.
Well, as Cassidy said, would you guys rather get a new Star Wars movie with a DH Mark Hamill or recast? DH Mark Hamill.
DH.
I think, yeah, and I think that's kind of what we might be getting, right? I mean, if this Dave Filoni movie comes to fruition, like it's supposed
to.
What about that one guy, that actor? He looked exactly like Harrison Ford, and he talked like him. But
Anthony and Gruber,
yeah, he should play.
Yeah. Anthony and Gruber actually auditioned to play Han for the Solo movie, but they felt that he was doing an impersonation of Han rather than being himself.
Right.
But that's character. Okay. And I'm like,
he's being that's
exactly what we needed, right?
Exactly.
So, but I mean that dude though, I'll bring up a picture of him for anybody who doesn't know who Anthony
I'm sorry, I have to step away, guys.
No problem, man. Okay, no problem.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bye. Later, man.
Bye, Joey. Bye, guys.
Bye, buddy. So Anthony and Gruber actually played a young Harrison Ford in a movie, and they played. Oh, God damn it! Where'd that photo go?
But I remember seeing him play when he was doing that scene with I think it was Greedo or something. He was trying to do that scene with Greedo, and he was like spot on, dude.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't even a really good photo of him. You see it more whenever he turns his head. Yeah, still.
If you look at like American Graffiti, you look at like I said, what the short hair Harrison Ford, like promo pics even from A New Hope, that can work.
Yeah.
We would still know. Like even Mando Mike saying, go 500 years after Skywalker. I want to go opposite. I think there's more. Yeah, I mean, you could get it. It's like a Dennis Quaid kind of Harrison Ford mix. Yeah. You can get more out of Star Wars if you go in the past, I believe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know Disney wants to go forward because it's like brand new uncharted territory and they have characters that they can build off of, whatever. But I think there's more to it.
Way back in the past, there's also uncharted territory.
There's unbelievable, especially with the news of the gaming news with the the remastered Knights of the Old Republic was already in the news for like the past 5 years. They've been working on it, but now it's like, hey guys, we're getting really close for not just Knights of the Republic, but Knights of the Old Republic 2. You know, we're talking like Darth Nihilus, we're talking Revan story, we're talking the original like Old Republic era in remastered gaming. You know, there's a lot to it. So that'd be cool. Dude. Fig Fury checking in. What's up? The Old Republic era is prime for some good epic movies. I'm all in. It's dangerous because I'm so vested in Old Republic that if they try to adapt it into an original Old Republic, I think that falls short. My opinion is they should take beat by beat. They can have liberties. They can take liberties and fast forward, fast paced things, whatever. But I really think they should take the story of the Old Republic. I'm talking Revan's story, Malik, Revan, all those things, and adapt it. And instead of an original screenplay, they should do an adaptation of that story, and let's get it in source material and everything. I think that's the only way it's going to work. Because if they just go, hey, we're doing an Old Republic era, but you know what? It's just Old Republic by name. We have Revan, but it's Revan by name. It's going to fail. Yeah.
Do you think, and this might be also what Disney is thinking too, if they were to approach it with that in mind, right? Do you think that they would believe they would have fewer people coming to see it because they've technically already seen it if they played the game? Or do you think there's
enough audience there for that?
No,
I don't think there's enough audience to be like, been there, done that. First off, I think if you take a pool of audience and just say it's 1 million people, a portion of that is going to go see whatever adaptation of it, right? Even if they've seen it, because you know what? It's been so long ago. It's not something that came out yesterday. It's been a while. So they would absolutely, a good chunk of that portion, like to your point, would go see it, and then you have everybody else in the world seeing this 4,000-year-old.
I've never played
it.
I
mean, yeah,
I'm primed for it, man. Let's
go.
And
there's the argument too. Well, because there's only a small portion of people who already know the story, you're only going to piss off that portion of it, right? And so you have this brand new thing. And so I'm in the mindset of bring it in, but adapt it. You got to adapt it. Now take some liberties. There's a lot of room there, but Revan's story in the Knights of the Old Republic, not the novels, is pretty epic. And you said you can launch a whole new era of Star Wars just on that character and that time frame.
Yeah,
It's exactly like. To me, it's almost like a George Lucas vision, a masterpiece, because it's Sith versus Jedi. It's the Sith Empire versus the Galactic Republic. There's two governments, and it's not a civil war. It's just split factions and the infighting like crazy. And like I said, you have armies of Sith versus armies of Jedi, and then like I said, the politics behind it, and then Revan's story of going dark side, light side, and all that stuff. And you have the Mandalorians there. You have a lot of stuff there that really could be adapted.
I don't think so, Mando Mike. Mando Mike says might be niche going backwards, though. I don't think so, because I mean, you've got
no one likes the forwards.
Right, but you also would have ancient Jedi that you could totally play it. Somebody else said it in the like Game of Thrones almost, right? I mean, it could get it could get straight up medieval, and that's what I loved about the Tales of the Jedi with Exar Kun and all that, because all that took place even before Revan, right? Yeah. That was the emergence of the Sith becoming a powerhouse in the galaxy, and it was straight up medieval, to where even some of the Jedi had to have power packs on their lightsabers in order to make them work. And
before the kyber crystal thing, and
right,
it's this could be all happy too, because James Mangold says 35,000 years, the dawn of the Jedi, and it's like, again, there's no faction. It's the Force users. Then you have, like I said, the Old Republic, which is the golden era of the heighten of that, and then you go to then you could you can do the whole Malgus story, which is 1,000 years after that, and then you can go up to Darth Bane, his trilogy, adapt it up all the way till the High Republic stuff. So I mean, it's all there. The blueprints are there. It's the direction of what Disney wants. Now, I would, if I had any kind of voice, I'd be like going to the CEO table. Hey, Bob Iger, I know you make horrible decisions, but here's the thing: you tried it. You tried it your way. You tried it your way.
Yeah.
You tried it with an original everything, and taking everything that you had post Return of the Jedi, and you made your own story. And some worked, some didn't. Jon Favreau coming in and honestly kind of like saving that era for the Mandalorian and growing from it. You tried it with original stuff. Now try it by adapting some EU stuff. Like
it's more like Kylo worked, the rest
and it's
didn't.
safe. And it's safe to go back 4,000 years. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do to anybody but taking the Old Republic and adapting it, So
so far we've got the Hyperspace Wars, which was, the Hyperspace Wars, that entire era with its that was
kicked
Big
off
Fury.
All of it. Yes, dude, that kicked off everything. What's up, Carbonites?
Carbonites, it's a very merchable era as well. Exactly.
It is.
Those ship designs were insane. You even had some ships that were almost biological in some ways.
Yeah.
It was
like I said,
and then all the way to Plagueis.
All the way to Plagueis. Like I said, the Sith Empire, the Sith Civil War, Rule of Two, Plagueis, into the background instead of war. Fighting as warrior up front. You're going to go political with it. And Revan's story is it could be the new face of Star Wars. I'm not saying it because I like it. I'm not saying there's a good story. You can actually have a lot of people latching on to the character himself, because he was Sith, he was Jedi. There's conflict there. He saved, he destroyed. There was a lot there. There's a trilogy there. So it's marketable. New characters, brand new. And the people who played the game will go because it's nostalgia. Again, adaptation, I think, is the key.
They'll bitch about it.
I really think, adaptation is the key, though. Honestly, it's the key.
I also think Keanu Reeves is getting a little too old for it too at this point. And I know everybody's hanging their hats on the Keanu Reeves idea.
But it's just because some fan artwork,
Think about somebody else. I mean, who else might fit that?
Yeah. They're not taking into account the Keanu Reeves, I hope he's not watching. I'll never do Star Wars now.
Whoa. I am a Sith Lord.
I hate Darth Moocher. Yeah, see, like I said, yes, John, you're speaking my language, man. Like, I think Vitiate would be a great epic story because Vitiate wants to basically suck all the life from the world, from the galaxy. Nihilus, you go to Darth Nihilus because he has to, because it's his energy, and he hungers, and he can't even control the own. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's for like a subject, a concentrated subject and timelines, right? Which I'm going to end our show at this now. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from the pit and everything, because starting in 2026, what we're going to do on this channel, especially, we're going to develop a playlist, which is going to be a living, breathing timeline of Star Wars. And I've mentioned this before, but I do want the pit and everything to probably, like, before the end of the year, we might take some polls and be like, where's the first time frame we need to hit? You know what I mean? And like kind of go. What the idea is to have this timeline. You have 0 BBY right in the middle. And then we're going to create a 10-minute video or something like that, which is going to live in the playlist that anybody can explore that era. So when we talk about Darth Revan, it's going to jump to 4,000 years BBY, and it'll have Darth Revan. You click on that video, and it'll tell you about the Old Republic and all that stuff. Shadows of the Empire, Darth Krayt, all these EU stuff and canon in its place. And I think it'd be an awesome living, breathing playlist timeline that we can explore Star Wars all together, so we can reference, like, hey, you know what? When we're adapting some EU stuff, where does this guy come from? It comes from here. Here's the video. You know what I mean? We can explore that. So, and it's going to be a growing thing, because we can't hit all these at once.
And we're talking Cliff Notes versions too. We're not going to get the 3-hour long discussions about this.
Yeah. Because again, I'm going to learn too as we do it. You know what I mean? I want to learn some of the points that I'm not familiar with. You know what I mean? So that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. And sorry, we skipped that one. We recorded it. Somehow it got lost.
That was our first one.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like everybody to know that I did go visit Darth Moocher at his shop the other day, and he brought out Holdo, and I almost opened it right then and there for him, but he took it out of my hands and threw it away.
Took him right. She's back on the floor.
Yeah.
The character belongs. I don't want to be accused of hating Laura Dern, because again, I love Laura Dern. Don't like Holdo.
Yeah.
Stupid dress. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to Poe that way. Anyway.
Really care about Poe.
I don't know. Oh, so John, Star Wars, what's that about? Well, there's this cult of witches from the planet Subaru. Subaru that created these two kids who created everything. Yeah.
What?
It's the Acolyte.
Oh, is that the Acolyte?
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was okay.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, that's the idea of going forward. So we'll be polling the pit, and we'll be posting some things on like what era and what concentrated characters or time frames or something we wanted to kind of put in there, and we'll make them and we'll put it in its place. And it's all growing. It's going to be like this whole thing. Yeah.
A 10-hour documentary on why Stinky the Hut is called Stinky.
That means I got to watch that movie again. It's the Clone Wars movie that Tommy from Bliss Transmission loves. That movie.
Just wait until he shows up in Mando Grogu, right? Because that is Stinky.
That's Stinky. Okay, that might be a better version than that awful cartoon. You know what I mean?
They couldn't have came out with a better name for him.
Well,
Ahsoka named him Stinky because he stunk, just like Snips and Sky Guy, and that was that guy. Yeah. Subaru, they moved to Subaru. All right, guys. Well, anyway, that's the idea moving forward. I think we're done until we do this again, of course, all over again. We'll be here next Wednesday. Oh, I know Scott won't be here next Wednesday, so
yeah, I'm having heart procedure, so I'm like 75% not gonna be here. I don't know. It's supposed to be over pretty early in the morning. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah, so we'll go to the if you have to stay overnight, we'll go to the hospital with the mic and camera and be like,
okay,
what's your thoughts?
Okay. Hopefully I get Nurse Joyce again because she was a Star Wars fan, so we can
bring Nurse Joyce on.
Have Nurse Joyce on. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, anyway, Thank you so much. If you guys have any closing remarks, we'll get out of here and let everybody go to bed, and we'll see what the replay crew has to say in the comments. It's that Subaru comment. See Subaru and Stinky, and yeah. So the Repu Clay.
Holdo slam that like button, everybody.
I'll do it.
Holdo maneuver that button.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
God.
Scott, it's a he'll be
Thanks,
good.
bud.
He'll be good. Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, guys, well, let's get out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pit members. You guys are just like the reason why we do this every Wednesday.
Right.
And I would love to do a 4-hour, 5-hour, 6-hour show one day. We'll see. But if you haven't,
I might need to be in the hospital after that.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get Scott back into the hospital. It's funny. Everybody had Ernie's entrance, but did anybody get Ernie's exit number? Bounces in 817, bounces out 845. All right, guys. Anyway, for real this time, thank you. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. We will see you here again next Wednesday when we do this all over again. And the toy chest will resume. And then I think we'll take like a week off in between Christmas and New Year's, and we're right back at it. And that's probably where we'll drop a video or two on this timeline playlist. So again, the best way to do is hit those notifications and all that stuff. If today's
show gets a 4-hour show, but not the Sarlacc Digest.
That's true. That's true. All the links of all the affiliates, SKN Network, Blitz Transmissions, Cube Squadron, Black Series Most Wanted, all the links in the description below. Even if you're into 3D printing, which is 3D Printing Lab, if you're interested in just watching the technology like I am.
So good.
Yeah. Ray and this thing, if we don't see you, have a happy holidays, and we will see you when you get back. And everybody, please stay safe. And yeah, we'll see you guys. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I will plug this real fast. James Morrow says, Hasbro Pulse tomorrow. You collectors out there, in the morning, Blitz Transmissions, they are doing a live reaction review of the live stream. So get in there, get in the chat there. It's early. I think they start like 7 o'clock our time. So what's that? 10 Eastern time?
10 their time. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, click the link. He's got it up. Hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys in the chat. So with that, guys, Scott,
keep it nerdy. I wait for my name. Keep it nerdy, everybody.
All right, guys, take care.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. You are listening to the Sarlacc Digest. What a fascinating play on words.